The war between fanboys is only going to get hotter this Christmas. And it's being fueled by Warner Brothers and DC. What the hell are you thinking? Universe, let's discuss this. Universe, and welcome back to the web's first must-see comic and nerd culture show. Welcome to Comic Universe, guys. I'm your host, as always, C-Dubs. And I'm actually not riding solo on this video. I got my boy Mikey in the background. And guys, alright, so last week I made a video just kind of talking about what movies we have left this year that fall into our nerd culture, if you will. The two big ones, as well as next year. And we all had all these set dates. Well, Warner Brothers and Aquaman have kind of decided to rearrange some things, and as of right now, for this year, both Aquaman and Enter the Spider-Verse are coming out the exact same weekend, December 14th. Woosah. This really does disturb me. This really does bother me, and I can't think positive about this. This is just absolute asinine as a company. You know, as someone who owns his own company, as someone who is trying to do the best he can, you know, I understand, you know, avoiding, you know, potholes, essentially. Things that are purposely going to bring you down, hinder you, or roadblocks. Especially if you're either just starting out the gate and or not doing so well. You want to put your best foot forward. Am I right? Absolutely. Alright, so let's just kind of break this down for a second. On one side, okay, you have Aquaman. A struggling cinematic universe at best. If you're a fan of them, if you love every single DC live action film that has come out connected to the DCEU or whatever they want to call it, I'm happy for you. But overall general consensus is that it is struggling and struggling hard. Alright? After that, you have the failures of BVS and Justice League, right? So you're coming off of bad press, both of which, whether how big the role or how small the role, had Aquaman in it. So he did not help either one of those movies. And it's, you know, might be not as fair to say BVS because he's only got a clip literally in it, a video clip, if you will. But he did no justice to Justice League in terms of helping that movie make any more money, right? Then you have the fact that he is a departure from your traditional looking Aquaman. So you already have some fans that are upset about that are going to take it out on your movie, if you will. Okay, I'm upset about it. I'm not going to take it out on the movie. I actually, you know, I do like the actor. I do like Jason Momoa, and I actually will go see this movie and support this movie because I want this universe to succeed. Okay? But you do have a handful of fanboys that are just going to boycott just because of the damn way he looks, right? Alright, then you have the others that do not like his bro attitude that has been shown to us from Justice League. So there you have another group of people that may boycott this movie for the brosif, if you will. The brosif attitude. Some people are not feeling it, right? Some people are worried that James Wan is directing this. Even though he's generally a good director, his forte seems to be a little more towards the horror side, not the fantasy, sci-fi, or superhero side. So you have this question about that. Then you have the trailer being released, and it was released to a mixed bag, unlike Shazam. Shazam, almost everybody seemed to be on board with that. When the Aquaman trailer was first released, some people were like, I don't know about this CGI, it's kind of wonky, I'm not really feeling it. Warner Brothers and DC don't have the best track record when it comes to CGI fests, if you will. Just look at Superman's mustache if you want an example of that. So you have some people worried about that, okay? Then you have the fact that it's the holidays, it's family time. You want to get together and watch something family-oriented, right? So you have this untested market of holidays, right? All right. Now you add in the other movie, Enter the Spider-Verse, an animated film for starters. Okay, animated movies that are generally good or that have a good following tend to make a bunch of money, right? You know, For every for every kid that goes and wants to see that movie, an adult has to come with it. So it's definitely 2 tickets at least per viewing of this film, okay, for the majority. So, plus with it being Christmas and family, an animated movie around a nice wholesome character like Spider-Man, though he does get into has some shenanigans, but overall, I would say between Aquaman and Spider-Man, Spider-Man being the one a little more wholesome, if you will, a little more family-oriented, not dealing with the war or kings and queens and all of that jazz, right? Okay. So, Spider-Man already has the advantage with being an animated film, okay? It's connected to Marvel, okay? Not the MCU, just connected to Marvel, which is already a proven commodity, right? Yes, it is a Sony film, and they're not a proven commodity, but what else does Sony and Spider-Man just have that absolutely blew everyone's mind and is the fastest selling PS4 game of all time, one of the highest grossing PS4 games of all time, and one of the absolute best PS4 games of all time? Well, Spider-Man's PS4, if you will. Sony Spider-Man. Absolutely amazing. Absolute blockbuster. Pure perfection. Has both Miles and Peter Parker in it. So, what does this movie that's coming out, Enter the Spider-Verse, have? Both Miles and Peter Parker. And Gwenpool. And however many other Spider-Men are going to be in it. And Spider-Ham. So, there's so many. If Parker and Miles aren't your favorite, oh, there's Gwen. Oh, there's this one. Oh, there's that one. Oh. You know what I mean? So you're going to go see it because one of your favorite Spider-Men are in there. Or your curiosity of just seeing how many different Spider-Men can actually be in this freaking movie. Right off the gate, this is just an absolute travesty, and I feel so bad for Aquaman. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope they both can come out of the gate and make a ton of money. I hope they make the same amount of money so that nobody loses. But let's just be real here. Let's call a spade a spade. This is just not working out for for Aquaman. And then there's one more thing you got to think about. Aquaman already steps into the ring at a disadvantage. He is an underdog by every stretch of the matter, just in the view of pop culture. He's been treated like a laughing stock for so many years that he's still, even though you have badass Jason Momoa, Count Drago himself, coming out the gate not as strong as he could be, right? Let's all agree on that. That's fact. Unless you really know, like us here in the universe, we know Aquaman is a badass. We don't need Jason Momoa to portray him, but it's cool, right? We're getting it. So the fact that he's considered as a joke, and the fact that Spider-Man is leaps and bounds the best-selling superhero in terms of merchandise. Okay, he outclasses everyone, including Batman, in terms of merchandise sales. Okay? It's not even close. This is just not setting up well for the DCEU to end this year with its only showing, and not, you know what I mean, and just its last showing, and it's just looks like we're going to start off the next chapter, after Justice League on a downslope. It's just not going to make the money it needs. And what's going to happen is the studio, if it doesn't make the money it needs, if it doesn't turn a profit, okay, if it's not a multi-billion-dollar franchise, okay, fine, let's take it back. If it doesn't make, at least I would say, anywhere upwards to, I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what they would consider this movie to be profit, considering how much they've lost on this entire franchise as it is. Okay, and I just, and that could carry over and hinder future installments. It could hinder Shazam. It could hinder Wonder Woman 84. I'm lost for words on why Warner Brothers and DC would want to go head to head with Spider-Man. Of all people, I don't care if it's a Sony movie or not. Why do you want to go head to head with Spider-Man, an animated movie that close to Christmas? And I get it. Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies have found great success releasing in the holidays with this fantasy world, and Aquaman kind of speaks to that fantasy world. So there's a small chance there, but that's the only positive I see coming out of this. Comic book fans, yes, I think they'll go see both. But your your average everyday Joe, I think, are going to go see Spider-Man, to be honest with you. And Lord knows what else is coming out. You got the Grinch movie you have to compete with still, okay, coming out. I mean, it's already out, but you know what I mean? It's going to run all the way into Christmas. You have, regardless of what the views say about the Nutcracker, that's another, Christmas-themed movie that's going to run all the way into next month, that you're still going to be competing with, that are going to be taking some families to go see those movies. And I just think that it's a huge disservice for them to do this to themselves, and that's just my 2 cents on the matter. Universe, what do you think? Prove me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm overthinking it. Tell me both movies are going to be fine. And tell me how you see it in the comments below, because I really want both these movies to succeed. And to be honest, if they put me in a corner like that, I'm going to choose Spider-Man. Because, again, I want to see how many spider people are in it. And this is, for me, I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is the only time I think I'll ever get to see Spider-Ham in a film. Okay? So I 100% going to see that. Aquaman, yeah, I would have said 2 weeks ago it's 100%. But, again, if funds come down to I can only go see one movie this week, it's going to be Spider-Man. And it hurts me to say that. Because my wife's favorite superhero is Aquaman. So I'm already predispositioned to go and see this movie, even if I wasn't a comic book fan. But, I understand she wants to see Spider-Gwen just as much. So I know it's going to be easy to just be, let's go see Spider-Verse. And she's going to be, all right, let's go. So anyway, Universe, let us know in the comments below, guys. Don't forget to smack that like button like you mean it. Okay? Smack it right across the face. And guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on the video as well. Don't forget to tell a friend. Bring them into the universe. Let's all kind of geek out together. Don't forget to click the bell to be part of our notification squad, guys. Be on the lookout. We have a giveaway coming out real soon. Want you guys to kind of take part in that. And till next time, I'm C-Dubs, and I'll see you in the universe. Peace.